back to my channel. So today's a very special day because it would have been my mom's birthday, and I went to the store to get her a couple of things for her memorial table, and later on that day I had dinner with my dad at her favorite restaurant, which is Chili's. But as you watch this video, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my mom's story. Her name was Irma, and she was born on May 31st, 1969. She was born in the state of Morelos in Mexico, and as a young teenager, she took the role of being a second mother to her siblings due to my grandparents separating and my grandmother having to work hard in order for them to have a place to live and food to eat. As my mother and her siblings grew older, my mother began to work side by side with my abuelita, making and selling tamales, as it was their only source of income. Many years later, my mom met my dad and later on got married. Soon after, they were expecting me and decided to come to California so that I could be born here and have a better life. At the time that my mom crossed over, she was about, 8 months pregnant with me. So she literally risked her life for me, and I will forever and ever be grateful for the sacrifices that she did, as I'm sure it took a lot of courage for her to do that. After I was born, life was rough for us and we didn't have much money. Sometimes my parents only had enough for a little bit of food, but they always made sure that I had something to eat first. Luckily, with time and hard work from my parents, things got better for us and we didn't struggle as much anymore. It got so good that they were able to take their citizenship test and they passed it. And they never in their life, did they ever think that they would be able to accomplish such a big goal. A couple years later, my mom was diagnosed with diabetes, and this really affected her, but it did not stop her from pushing forward in life. She worked so hard for so many years, and growing up, she always treated me as her best friend and gave me so much love. We shared so many adventures together and lots of secrets, of course. Unfortunately, about 9 years ago, my mother suffered from 2 strokes. Our world turned upside down from that day on. It was the beginning of the new rest of our lives. My mother had to go to a long-term living facility due to the damage that the strokes caused to her brain. She was no longer the same, and to our luck, the only facility that had an open bed available for her was 4 hours away from where we live. So visiting meant that we would only see her once a week due to work and distance. We visited faithfully on Sundays and always held hope that one day she would come back home and we would continue on where we left off. But things did not go the way we hoped. On January 3rd, 2021, I received the worst call of my entire life. They told me that my mom had passed away. The last day of her life was literally the worst day of mine. I will never ever forget that day, as my heart broke into millions of pieces. I miss her dearly and will forever hold her in my heart, and although she's no longer with us, I will always keep her memory alive. And like I always said, I will always love her forever. And, I'll always keep in my heart and in my memories everything she taught me. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.